Hello, welcome to my channel, A Piece of Gaia. My name is Lindsay, and today we're going to be doing a card reading about a manifested wish. What is your wish that is coming true? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle out one of these cards here for you to choose from, unless you'd like to just choose from the crystals alone, or from any other means that you like to do. The timestamps for each one of the readings is in the description and in the comments below. Alright, this is going to be number 1. This is going to be number 2. And this is going to be number 3. And I will see you in your selected reading. Hello, welcome, Group 1. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy here. So you chose number 2, the High Priestess card. Alright, her hair totally matches this. That's awesome. And you picked this little crystal here. I think this might be a dyed crystal. I don't know, this was in a bag of some other crystals I got once. Alright. So far with that, I feel like there is some hidden information that maybe you are finding out or you are discovering. This doesn't have to be personal information. This could just be information, something that you're learning about history, something that you're learning about science, something interesting and educational as well. And I feel like you're really into it. You're really loving it. I see these hearts in the eyes. I just really feel like you're into it. You're very focused. And you're in the position of accepting that you are the student and you are just absorbing it like a sponge. And also I feel that there is a lot of intuition. There's so much with that card, but really I feel like you're in this learning phase. We're going to get more cards and see. The Empress, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, this is kind of like the mini Empress energy. All right, so far, I feel like there's a lot of positive energy. I see this 1, 2, 3 as get up and go. You know, there's lots of things to be manifested, and this one, there's something to do here with femininity, but also a balance of that in the Magician so that we can bring in all elements to be able to get what we want, you know, get our manifestations ordered and delivered. All right, let's get you some clarifiers here. So this wish that you have had on your mind, or a wish that is coming true here, is that you're really going to be feeling in your highest vibration of your energy. And you're going to be feeling very powerful. And I think that there's part of that to what you've wished for. Maybe also wishing for some type of finances and an increase in that and feeling comfortable in that. But I feel like these two cards are really saying that that is a possibility. It's like, do your work to, you know, investigate to get all the tools that you need, all the education that you need. But yes, this is very possible. And also even doing it on your own, it says. But, you know, teamwork makes the dream work as well. So, okay, so we have 8 of Swords, Judgment, Seven of Swords, and the Devil. Well, looks like you have a lot of opposition up against you here, and you're going to be coming through and succeeding in this. This is a big level up for you, I feel, with all these major arcana. I feel like maybe even you've gotten a little obsessive about getting into this, and it's been getting pretty burdensome for you. But the main thing is, I feel when we feel like we reach a trap mentally and we can't go on from any point where it's like, too much information is what I'm kind of feeling with this. It's like we don't have to have the book open all the time, but maybe we take, you know, much needed breaks from things like that. And also this Seven of Swords is showing me maybe don't tell everybody everything about your manifestations. Kind of like making a wish and it not coming true. That's just one message right there. And also the Devil with the Nine of Pentacles. It's just showing me that whatever stage that you want to level up to and get into the next stage in life, it comes with something. There's always going to be something that's attached to whatever you're now in, you know, like they say, more money, more problems. So, you know, what I'm feeling from this, it's just like get comfortable with yourself, with who you are, with the beauty that you possess, with, you know, inside and out. And I feel like also your ability to, I feel like this card gives me kind of this mother creation vibes, but also I'm feeling like there's this refresh, this rebirth, this reincarnation to some creative aspect of you that is, you're not ready to share it with everybody just yet. And if there's anyone around you that has been suspicious or something that just doesn't, just feels like they're kind of manipulating you in some way because they see you as this person who's well taken care of, I just feel like use your best discernment, your intuition on this, because they may not be able to help you with anything as much as they're trying to lead on. That's what I'm feeling. Let's get a goddess for you here. We have number 35 here with medicine wisdom. Oh yeah, so going back to this message right here, the necessary wisdom will keep you out of trouble as well. And then we have 31, marry with miracles. So I do also feel in this strong, I chose this because it was a strong feminine energy, but already out the gate, you know, we just have like these very heavy feminine cards. So I will say, you know, make sure whatever you're chaining yourself to, that it is in alignment with the life that you would like to live. Because yes, you know, it's like, I'll liken it to a small thing, like cleaning up my dog's poop. You know, I love my dogs, but I have to clean their poop up. And what, I don't like doing it. I don't like if someone sees me doing it. I just don't like doing it at all. So I'll do it because I love my dogs. I want dogs. So, you know, that's a trade-off for me. And your trade-off could be something totally different, but it's, are you willing to compromise that and live with it in the day-to-day and really integrate it into your life? Because I feel this opposite energy coming through here, devil, angel, and I feel that, you know, we all have light and dark in us. So what are the dark things that you choose? It's like that's your used up choice. And then you have this more of a balance. So it's like, oh, well, my dark choice is, I don't know, you ate a cinnamon roll with way too much frosting on it today. And that's your dark vice for that day. And you're usually not someone that eats like that. But I do see that in the Pentacles too, there is some physical manifestation, and miracle is really associated with this. So I feel maybe you're even sensing this, feeling this on a very very subtle level. And we have co-creation on the bottom with Spider Woman, 48. Yeah. Yeah, that red color really gets me. It's like there's some passion that you have that I feel like someone else shares this similar passion. And there is a creation that's going to be brought to life here. Maybe even taking old ideas and resurrecting them. That's something that you put away in a box somewhere that you haven't really thought about in a while. Well, now it's time to reawaken that and create that now that you can, especially even maybe now these days, let's say you're a little bit older and you don't really know how a lot of technology works, but there's apps and things like if you I don't know if you know very much about this, you are online right now watching this video, but I just, in my own personal experience, Fiverr has been really amazing. Like I've ordered co-creations with people and it's very minimal cost for some of those things that would have taken me just way too long to figure out or something, and I'll give my art and then I'll have them format things for me, or just a whole bunch of different things that I've done, creative projects. You know, that's what this card makes me think of. And you might have in this number, it's like, yeah, you may have to collaborate, make it solidified, have all the plans laid out and give them all the directions to the T, specifically what you want. And then also 8, you may need to borrow some money from someone else. Because if you're a creative, you know, working on creative projects, it's like you have your budget of what you have. And it's like, who's going to help me out with this? Because maybe something can make you money, but maybe you need a little help out before you get there. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's get you one of these cards as well. Some messages that we need to hear about what's attached to this wish that's coming in. Okay, we have Lumeria creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I love that how it says creating. So it's, yeah. If you see spiders, that might be an indication. Like every time you see a different type of spider in your house or just acting differently than usual, that might be a real indicator that that time period is showing you that that might be significant for you synchronizing with a co-creator. You know what I'm also feeling like? The Empress is showing in this Judgment card. It's like thawing out sperm, or like, I don't know, co-creation. The Judgment is like the Empress card. It's like you have the means, you may be living by yourself. This is another specific message that's coming through. Like you have the means, you're living by yourself, you might want to have a baby by yourself, and there's lots of ways to do this, and you can co-create with lots of different providers on this and resurrect some baby making juice. Okay. All right, so we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like these cards are just so beautiful. They really head to foundation, and that foundation being something that is built on something sturdy, and also just with the right principles in mind. I feel like there's some of it that you're going to be creating and building. It's going to be really hard work. It's probably going to require a lot of energy from you. But I feel like since your vibration is rising, you have the energy to give here. All right. Well, that is all I have for you. It seems like this is a weighty wish that you have. And I feel like the only other thing I could say is if it's that much weight, you know, take your time, let it come in little by little, and so that you can carry the heavy load of what I feel like this large manifestation is coming through. You know, maybe we need to have a real look at the strategy that we're going to have. Because there's some tasks that definitely need to be delegated in the future. All right. Okay, well, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy exchange. And if you feel so called and you would like to team up here and have me on your subscribed list, that would be great. So you can come back and visit me again sometime. All right. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who selected group 2 with the Sun card number 19. This cute little card here. And the day that I'm posting this or recording this, I just changed my profile little circle to a sunflower that's growing out in my garden. I was like, wow, that thing is huge. I couldn't even put my hand up to comparison. It was like 8 feet tall. You picked this a little rose quartz crystal here. So the significance of this particular sun card is showing me that there's something that you've happily walked away from, because you definitely saw that it's just something wasn't meant for you. And it's like, it's fine, but, you know, it just kind of, some of it kind of was not the best, but you're feeling like really good about it. And almost like I'm feeling like you can't really show it just yet because you're still in this phase of, like, you want to almost hold in your excitement for being so happy that you're not in that situation that you were in, but you can't really celebrate your happiness because it would look cold, or I don't know, it would just, maybe there's some people around you that are still friends with you that are friends with someone else, and you just don't want to make it seem like you're, look how great I am after that breakup, you know. Like, I am ecstatic, and the other person's just not doing well. Alright, so that's a side message there coming through. Let's see. I also see her ear being pink at the top, and it's showing me that there may be some gossip surrounding you in some way. And the Queen of Cups comes out. Yay. Alright. Okay. So I'm feeling like the Queen of Cups might be a part of, maybe this is your family, your mother, or somebody, and the Five of Cups is showing me there was a grieving process. There was something, someone's not feeling that great about something, some kind of breakup or something. And yeah, I feel like you walked away. Look, you walked away, your back is turned in 2 of these cards, and I just feel like you're not willing to have your energy taken that way anymore. You're loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're probably taking the advice of somebody who is close to you, a motherly type of person. And you're maybe even grieving together in that process. Maybe you went to go live with your mom for a while after a breakup or something like that, and like you're feeling really good and positive about it, but there's this tiny little underlyingness that's like, that kind of, like that was hard to deal with. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. All right. Yeah, I feel like you particularly walked away. It says, I'm leaving here. I feel like you definitely were the one to leave a situation. I feel like the Five of Cups is more the other person. There's another person involved who's feeling really bad about this. Like, you walked away from them, they're like, ugh. spilling the cups and stuff. Like, fine, leave. I don't need you anyway. I feel like there is like some level of immaturity, possibly. Okay, Ace of Swords. 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely walking away to best suit your needs and the others around you. You're doing a lot of self-care. You know, you're not letting this change, you know, defeat you in any way. I feel like if you're going to walk away from anything, you're just going to walk away. You know, if this is, you know, with your head held high, like, you know that you were right. You probably had already a sixth sense about this. You know, you could feel it in your gut. And now this point of this main energy here, that I feel like you're in main character energy. It's like you cleared up your head. And now that you're kind of alone and by yourself, you have more time and energy and receptivity to receive the messages that you need. And I feel like a brilliant idea is coming in. There's something that's going to skyrocket some of this stuff. I think maybe even once you get past some of these conflicts that were just lose-lose battles, it's like then you can use that sword more efficiently than getting it all like tangled up with the other swords that weren't trying to be for noble purposes. I feel it's like there's some of the swords that were just in the back shed, and like one's on this shelf, and it's like, oh, the magical sword. And like, that's the one, you know, that's the one that you don't want like mixed in all with these swords. So I just feel like it's so many, it's like asking the opinion of some fine art to somebody who's like has no idea what art, like anything about art. Like, you want their opinion? Like, it feels like that. It's like, and then sometimes, you know, I will say this on a side message. Why is it that we always care about the person's opinion that we don't really care about them? Like, we don't care about them, we don't think about them. But then if there's ever this moment where it's like you feel judged by them, or like you're making up stuff in your head to be judged by somebody or whatever, you know, it's just funny how you're like, well, you either like want them to like you or want them to treat you differently or whatever that the outcome is. But it's just so funny how we spend so much time caring about the people that we don't even care about, you know, what they think. We care more about what they think about us than we do what they, you know, think that we think about them. Because if they thought they knew what we thought about them, you know, I mean, it would probably be worse even, right? So I feel that there's something, you know, in this card, I always say also, to each their own. Everybody has their opinion. They want to insert their opinions. And I feel like this is also a feeling. It's something that you just know deep down that you have to do. This feeling, this action, this whatever it is in life that you feel deep down, you just have to do this. And it's nothing that you can really explain in a way that other people around you at the moment are going to be able to understand. So I just feel like, yes, holding that happiness in for the moment might be the way to go. But it's just building up for something else here, for great ideas and chances to get out of old ways of being triggered as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and get you a goddess card here. The goddess would like to come through for those that selected group 2. And about their wish. The wish that is coming forward. I think really, you know, me saying it out loud again, their wish, I don't even know if I've said that so far, because the wish that really is being fulfilled here is you getting your way in some some way or another, and someone else might not be getting your way, and although you might not want them to suffer, unfortunately that's the balance of the scales. You know, someone, you know, with creation there is destruction. So you're going to create a new life for yourself. You had to just metaphorically have the last part of your life destroyed in some way. Okay, so you have Lakshmi, number 27, with fortune. So that's lovely to see as well. I think also she's helping you with this fortune. You have Gaia, Earth as well. And number 16 on that one. This one is really connecting me to this card because I just feel like ultimately when you exist in a positive vibration and you kind of have this childlike innocence to know, oh, I'm going to be taken care of no matter what. You know, I'm fine. It just kind of ends up happening for you. Like the manifestation flows easily. So I feel like even into, there's this, even if you are a fully, you know, grown woman and or man, whatever, and you still have this inner child, okay, that comes out and is able to be very receptive to, I feel, just resonating with earth vibration in general. So it's like manifestation's easy to you. You might even be like an earth sign, water sign, earth sign with water sign. I could see like a earth, moon, water, sun. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get you some of these cards too. What are the messages that group 2 needs to hear at this time about their wish? So I feel like your wish is a physical manifestation mostly. Okay, so Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Well, that's really nice because I feel like there was this kind of dip in the energy, and I feel like the energy is already saying you got positive stuff coming, positive outcome, positive beginning, positive ending, and then it's like to really get some of the energy back that maybe you've cultivated in trying to gain this fortune or trying to navigate whatever you do in a maybe a family dynamic here I'm seeing. I'm also seeing Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This could be a relationship. This could also be a female-female relationship, same sex. Yeah. And if that's the case and you're resonating with that, some of the changes that I feel that are involved are maybe you're part of the same community and you have to let go of some of the friends that you've had, the connections that are deep to you because it just wasn't working out. And I'm feeling you definitely had to choose yourself. You had to choose maybe even the life that you had established before you were with this person. Getting back to that, getting back to the routines. I'm almost like getting this sense too, this kind of mother energy. And the Sun card is showing me something about children, keeping children in mind, maybe having the idea that you'd like to bring in children. Maybe that's another part of a wish for you. I also feel like maybe someone might be coming towards you for help. This face of this lady is like, she looks like she's needing help. Like she's been opposed by her family. She had to leave her family, and you had to help her because she didn't have anybody else, and maybe she was pregnant or something like that. And maybe just because you're not her real mother, there's something about you being cosmically connected here. Okay. All right, well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy exchange. And if you feel so called and you'd like to see me again, please sign up and thumbs up and all that good stuff so you can come see me again sometime. All right, bye-bye. Hello, welcome, group 3. So, 4 of Pentacles was your choice here. I like those socks. Those are cute. So we got this little gray crystal with pink in it. Okay. I feel like this is like an arrow is pointing in some type of direction. I feel like right now you're feeling stuck. Maybe there isn't a direction that you feel like going in. You feel like staying put. And you're being guided to increase your abundance in some type of forward motion or direction, or also being guided to say learning the flow of money and the nature of money. So it needs to flow in order to increase. So if it stays stagnant, it depreciates. But now might be a time that you're needing to save money. There might be some major purchase coming up. And 4 makes me think of house. But first, there's something that you must walk away from, either metaphorically or physically. Some kind of habit, some kind of emotional draining situation. Because I feel like that's maybe one reason we're holding on to something so tightly, because we're feeling this sense of lack in that area. Like maybe if we leave, we are not going to get that back, or you're going to have regrets. The 4 of Swords says that everything's going to be going right with your mind, and ultimately, you know, a physically clear check and a mentally clear check is some of the best things that we could have, you know, because that just, you know, having peace of mind and having a sound body to work with are some of the biggest blessings, because there's so many people out there that do not have that and are not fortunate enough to just have those basic needs met. And if you have any disabilities or anything when it comes to that, this is saying that the 4 of Swords is saying definitely take time with your mental space. If this is a new thing that has happened, to really honor what you've had to lose, you know, some kind of ability that you've had to lose, and holding on to it even if it's not there anymore. I'm even feeling like if this was a armed forces situation or a training air accident or something where you lost a body part and having to adjust to that life. I've had a few friends that have had stuff like that happen, and I just feel like there's this period of time where you have to deal with it like an actual death, like a full death of the entire energy of what that was to you. And it's like a part of you, but it's like a whole, no, you know, another range of what you were. I mean, okay, this is a sensitive subject. I will move on, but I do feel like if this is metaphorically, it's like you may not needed that situation in the first place. I feel that you're a very loving individual, and there's this person also that really thinks very highly of you. So I'm seeing that you maybe being stubborn and holding on to things. This person might even like this quality about you because they see that you have high standards, okay? And they like that. All right, let's get some clarifiers here. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Let's go. Five of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like your own personal savings or what you want to do with your money isn't up for debate. It isn't up for discussion. We're not messing around with it. We're not having... I feel like this is also a warning, like don't get involved in investment opportunities that are too close to the home or too close to relatives, or getting, mixing money with family can get pretty messy. Maybe that is one situation that you are dealing with. And this Four of Pentacles is coming through to say separate out what you can and walk away from the situation. That'll give you a lot more mental clarity. You'll find a lot more peace in that. Clarify the Eight of Cups. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. Clarify the Four of Swords. The Seven of Wands reversed. And the Eight of Wands upright. Very interesting. I just heard, so staying in your emotional balance is what's really going to get things going for you in your life. I also am feeling like this Knight of Cups has a lot of contacts. They're contacting a lot of people, probably contacting you quite a bit too. But this is the only court card that we have up here, and just given the nature of these major arcana, it's telling me that this is the main thing to focus on, and all this other stuff is going to work itself out. It's just major, little minor details, decisions you don't even have to make because, you've already been in that energy or been pushed into a situation where the decision was made for you. And then the Seven of Wands is reversed, is showing me that there's no need to become more a part of what you had just come from. It's like saying no to a childhood friend that wants to fight with you, that's a long-term friend, is harder than saying no to some new people that are around you that you don't care as much about. And it gets easier, so it's like you don't have to stand up for yourself anymore. It just comes with whatever you're doing. I feel like also there's this very meditative quality about you where you push people away just based on, not push them away, like you have a security of protection around you that wards off the unnecessary or unpleasant energies. And I feel also like no one has anything to say. It's like they've seen that you've been through it. They know that you need this peace, and they're backing off. Oh, I also feel like maybe you've truly finally met the person that you like, and this is kind of upsetting people because it's occupying a lot of your time and your energy. Maybe some of your close friends are like, since you met so-and-so, you're not really talking to me that much anymore. But maybe you set aside time to hang out with them or something. But, you also explain to them, hey, like you haven't ever had, someone you were really into. So, just feel like not a lot of people have anything to say about it. And it's just not that big of a deal. Like this reading is like, whatever your wish was really about was very simple, and I'm almost feeling guided to say, like, push it up a notch, you know, ask for something a little bit bigger, because things seem to be just flowing for you and happening for you, and having you're not even making the decision. I mean, if anything, with the Two of Swords in the reverse, I would say be more discerning, be more picky, pick something a little bit more definition to it, have some details in mind, because this is what it's giving me. Details, details, details. And then we have the 4, 4, and we have 5. Yeah, so the 4, 4 message. Yeah, I just feel like things are kind of almost boring right now. And that might be a good thing. But they're going to be picking up. And whoever this is coming in, I mean, if you're not already in the flow of this energy, I feel like maybe you'll be meeting this person online. Now, this also gives me Mercury going direct. Like maybe after Mercury retrograde, you meet somebody. After, you know, it's like the energy really picks up. And what goddess would like to come through for those of Collective Group 3? Okay. We have Freya, number 15, Radical Acceptance. And we have Baran with Forgiveness, number 7. Yeah. Walking away in a metaphorical sense really has to do with the verbal act of, or maybe just the mental space act or journaling act, anything that has to do with getting it out of you, that you forgive whatever has been. That can be so freeing. Accepting what it is, forgiving it, and moving on to the next space. It's just, it's night and day. Because I feel like this energy, it's like, it's kind of sad and ho-hummy over here. And then this is like, everything changes with the insertion of this energy. And I feel like to get into the energy, because I feel like this is a person coming towards you, but for you to be in that same vibe with that person, is just be a loving individual that has kind of this flirty attitude. If you can, you know, muster that up once in a while. You don't have to lay it on heavy, but, you know, just little things. And there's YouTube videos you can look out for stuff like that as well. But I feel like it's just going to be coming to you. You're not going to actually have to make an active choice for this. This is just something that's like, you know, you have this charisma now, and then someone comes into your life. Yeah. And forgiveness can be like closing a door that was open, that was putting a drag or a pull on the next door. Because if you ever had, like, you know, when you open one door in a house and the other end of the door, depending on how the house works with its airflow, it'll shut the other door. Or, you know, if you've been in an older house, there's a lot of stuff that happens like that. Even some newer houses I've been in do that. But, yeah, so it's like, it's almost like a physics thing, like the flow of the energy. It's like you need to shut that door and not open that door, because you're blocking this door from even coming open. So once you shut that door, the other door is going to open easier for you, and it's not going to have that suction pull, so it's hard to open. So there's just like this acceptance that needs to be had as this key. I see these as like just some kind of key in there. I feel like accepting the boring details too. It's just accepting everything about it. These little exercises you can do with yourself, they're just like, being real with yourself. I mean, there's delusional ones you can get yourself, psych yourself up, but there's other ones that are like, yeah, I'm fine with, you know, this being the way I accept that this is what I have to be doing with my life. And then when you accept, also, I feel like it kind of expands, it opens up and creates more space for you to bring in something else, because you're like, yeah, I'm going to do the boring stuff because that's just how life is. There's a part of life that's like that. But then there's another part of life where you put a lot of action, a lot of effort, and a lot of drive and passion behind something that you want to do. And that expends a lot of your energy. But at the same time, it's like, that's what you are passionate about. But you still, you know, take care of the ho-hum, day-to-day, boring stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get you one of these cards, or a couple of these cards too. Oh, he says, you are ready. You are already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Yeah, just like this card's like, it's kind of suggestive. Like, are you ready to walk away with what doesn't emotionally satisfy you? Because we have something better in store for you. Like, yes, there may be a wall up against this because, you know, you've built up heavy walls of what I assume is kind of an illusion in order to keep yourself in a state of security that was a bit false. So, unbeknownst to you, through your subconscious being amazing, it came and it was like, okay, well, we're going to do this. So you're already doing it. You're already facing the direction you need to go. Things are already in this crumbling phase. The forgiveness is happening within, and the energy is shifting and changing. And all the little details in your life are going to slowly start to culminate with this maybe event of this person coming into your life and changing it up a bit, you know. Lots of heavy energy. The only advice on that I would say is, I can't really say pace yourself. Can't say that, but I will say that keep your true north in mind as well, to not get swept away by anything that, you know, you have to also establish boundaries with this person. This person's a water energy person. This person just wants to flow right into you. So you have to cap it off, put some dams on things. Don't let that rush of energy come in all at once, because it can be very intense. Especially if you have predominant air energy qualities in any one of your major placements. All right. Well, I think we're done. See if I see anything else. And this green little gem here is showing me, and this kind of radiating out of her heart. It's like, speak from the heart. Like this being on her vocal box. It's like, make sure that we are drawing in the information that we need to have the highest level of compassion that we can in a situation. Even if it had to do with someone hurting you, you know, it's like sometimes people understand compassion more that have been hurt than have hurt people. So I don't know how that all really works psychologically, but I do feel that this is going to be important to the next level of you meeting this person, because it's, like I said, it's opening that door. Forgiveness is closing the other door, and then that other door can open now, the new door for this person that's waiting on the other side to come through and be like, hey, you want to go get an iced latte? All right. And I feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun communicating back and forth with this person. There's a lot of lot of scintillating conversations to be had. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much again for joining me in this energy. And if you feel so called and you'd like to see me again, I do a lot of these. Most of them are timeless. You can go ahead and check out my archive. But if you'd like to subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff, I would really appreciate it. And we'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.